Good morning, everyone. Today I haven't really vlogged a lot because I've literally just slept like so much. I was so tired after yesterday. I needed a lot of sleep, but I did wake up for a quick breakfast and then I took a nap again. But anyways, I'm playing a guy called Josef Ask, and he is a very aggressive chess player. Like, he will play very tactical things and he will play crazy things. Like, he literally plays the Grob, or he goes like b4. I mean, he plays crazy things. He goes e4, c5, h4, or a4. Like, let's just have a board right now where I show all of this. But yeah, so it's gonna be a crazy game. Anything can happen. It feels like a penalty shootout in the World Cup. That's what this game feels like. But I'm gonna give it my best. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna have some food now, and then I'm gonna go play my game. And I feel really excited for today. So that's all that matters. All right, let's hope for a fantastic game. And the game starts now. I just finished my game, and in honor of Sweden playing France tonight, I am wearing the Sweden shirt. I'm so upset because I saw so many people today in the playing hall wearing the Sweden shirt, and then I realized, wait, why did I not wear it? Like, I should have worn it. But now I'm doing it in my recap, okay? Go Sweden! By the time this video is up, we will see if Sweden won or lost. Honestly, I think they're gonna lose. But if Sweden has won, it'll be the best day of my life. Okay, so I played today against the Fide master, and his name was Josef Ask. Like, ask someone a question. So he was rated 2024. He's been very high rated in the past. I was shocked that his rating was so low, because when I think of him like a 2250 player. He's played my parents a million times, but he's a player that plays very strange openings. So when my parents heard that I was playing him, they were like, Anna, he can play anything. He can play 1g4. He can play the Grob. He can play the Sicilian with h4. You know, like, he can do anything. So I didn't really know what he was going to play. But the game ended up being surprisingly normal for what I was expecting. So I had the black pieces, and he went e4. I went c5. He went a4, which was one of the options that I knew could happen. And now I just thought, okay, a4 is actually not such a weird move, because many times this pawn is actually quite well placed there, defending a piece on b5. So I just thought, okay, this will be a standard Sicilian. I didn't really think so much about this. This is all very standard stuff. I'm fianchettoing my bishop, and now I decided to go knight over here because I wanted to avoid a situation where he potentially takes on c6 and me getting some double pawn. Sometimes I don't like that. So I got my knight up, he went f4, I simply developed, and now I got my other knight out, and he castled. And here I thought that I was a bit worried that if I castled, he would go e5, and that this would, I don't know, be a bit annoying because he would have this nice idea. So I thought maybe here I should go d5, but then I thought takes and knight over here, and I wasn't exactly sure how this was. But so I decided to not go for that, but instead I went for something a bit more active. I attacked his bishop, and then I pushed my pawn. Now I'm threatening his bishop. So the bishop had to go all the way back, and now I finally castled. And here I got a little bit worried that he would have the move f5, simply because it's so typical. And also when I play chess, I sometimes have these realizations. Like, I went to the bathroom, and when I was in the bathroom, it hit me, f5. And I was like, oh no, apparently f5 is not a good move, but it just hit me. I was like, he can go f5. And then I just got really scared. But apparently it's not incredibly good because I can take here, but I just thought that this looked a little bit crazy. But yeah, apparently here I can take and maybe take here, and here he sacrificed the pawn, but that's a very thematic sacrifice. It's very normal to sacrifice that pawn. But anyway, so castles, he went knight a5 here, and now I was quite happy because I thought now he can never go f5 because then the knight is hanging. So I ended up going b5, which is a very active move, but my plan was to go bishop b7. And I didn't love the idea of going b6 because I was worried that he could go a5 at some point. So I went b5, he brought his bishop out, I went bishop b7, and now he went knight b1 because he wanted to play c3. Now this move to me looked very strange, but I thought, okay, I have to take here most probably, and now he went c3. And here I spent like 20 minutes thinking. Like I spent so long thinking. My mom was probably having a heart attack at this point, but I just could feel like I had a winning move. Like my whole body was shouting at me, Anna, you have a winning move, like find it. And I couldn't find it, and it was so frustrating to not be able to find it. So I was thinking knight f5. This was my first thought. Then I was also thinking, what happens if knight df5? If the other knight to f5. I was thinking about this too. I was briefly thinking about taking here and sacrificing a whole piece. I had so many different ideas. I was thinking about taking this knight, but at the end, I didn't really dare to sacrifice a piece. So yeah, I'll show you what I played. I went here, and here my best move, actually, like the engine thinks the best move is to sacrifice the piece, taking here. And the idea is that after c takes d4, I will go queen takes d4, and after king h1, I can go bishop takes here, and after takes, I can go c4, and I'm simply just, this bishop is out of the game. My pieces are very active, and I'm a piece down, but I have 3 pawns for it. So this apparently is completely crushing. So I could have gone for this, but I just thought it was so scary. So I ended up not doing it. I ended up going back with my knight because it felt way safer. And I found an idea where I thought I would have a very good position anyway. So he took this pawn, and I went knight over here, threatening this knight. And I thought that he would take, and then we would, it would be equal. But I thought now here I have a very good position because my bishop is so good, my knight is so good. So I thought here this would be completely fine. But he ended up sacrificing this pawn to get more counterplay. Here I went knight e7 to defend it, and I went queen c7 here. And now he went knight a6, which I thought was a really nice, knight a3, sorry, which I thought was a really nice move because he's threatening to take this pawn. And I didn't really know how to defend it, but it just felt so natural to go c4, to have this diagonal open for my queen. But now he took, and I didn't really know what I should do. I went knight f5. I think actually that would have been better for me to take, because now if takes, I can go queen c5 check, and then I can just simply go knight f5, and now all his pieces are tied down basically. I'll bring in a rook. I don't have anything immediate, but all his pieces are really bad. But I never thought this was like -3. But yeah, I went knight f5. He brought his bishop to e3. I took it, and then here I took, and now I went queen c6. And now I play this move knight a7, which I thought was like a very interesting move. I wasn't expecting this move whatsoever. I ended up going queen c7, and here he could have gone back to what maybe I would have to find a different way of getting out with my queen. But he ended up going bishop b1 instead, threatening my knight, and now I went for queen c5 because I thought I would have a really good endgame. I think objectively though, something like knight f6 is maybe better, but queen c5, this knight is going to be pinned. I just thought I would get an incredible endgame. So he went rook here, we traded queens, and I went knight c5, and now this knight cannot move because his rook is hanging. So he has to basically put his rook in a square where it's defended. And I went here rook b8 because I'm threatening to take and then take here, or even maybe go rook b7 at some point and try to win the knight. But he found this way of trying to complicate things a bit. But here I took the knight, I went bishop d5, and now he went, this is the only thing he really can do because otherwise I'm going to go rook b7 and he cannot defend his knight. He went b4, which is a really nice idea. And here I have to be careful because if I simply go something like knight d7, after this move, this is not clear whatsoever because if I now attack his knight, he can go rook a2 and he can now defend the knight. So I had to be careful, but I knew here, I only had a minute left on the clock, but I knew here that I have to take en passant. Here I went knight d7, I took his rook, and now, I was really shocked that he didn't take here, but I was just going to go e takes d5. This just felt like it was completely winning because I'm going to go rook b7, and even if he has like the 2 pieces, my pawn is just so strong and my rook is so strong against his pieces. Like his knight is just so bad. But he took here on e6, I went knight c4, he took rook here. I was able to make sure we traded rooks, which was really important. And now here I went check, I pushed the pawn, and here there's no way for him to stop my pawn from promoting, so I'm going to be in an endgame, a rook up. So in this position, my opponent resigned. So I won the game in 42 moves, and I beat a Fide master, which I'm very happy about. So I'm on 2 out of 4 points right now, which I think is great. Like, I mean, what am I doing? Am I gaining some rating? Oh, I'm gaining 8 points of rating. Wait a second. This tournament is actually going pretty well. Oh, I'm gaining 8 points of, okay. Okay, I'm happy. Yes, I'm gaining some rating. I'm doing a performance of 2200. So I'm happy, you know, like it's still 5 games to go. So still plenty of games to go. And I want to try to do as good of a tournament as possible. So this is a really fun game. Thank you so much for watching. And now let's hope that Sweden wins. Maybe you're from France. Maybe you're rooting for France. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what team you're rooting for in the World Cup. But I am rooting for Team Sweden, so I'm going to go and watch the game now. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. This is post-World Cup game. Bye-bye, Sweden. Very sad. Tomorrow, I'm motivated to win my game. I'm going to play so active.